How Nigerian soldiers attacked, killed IPOB members while praying in Enugu, abducted others, Biafra group kicks. The Biafra group have kicked and complained on how Nigerian soldiers have killed IPOB members while praying in Enugu. They also abducted some of their members. If this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever we are posting news, you will be the first to collect it. Let's go down to the news proper as see the hot. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has alleged that some soldiers of the Nigerian army on Monday attacked and killed some of its members while some were abducted, maybe to harvest their organs for sale and racketeering. IPOB made the allegation on Tuesday in a statement released by its media and publicity secretary, Ipob. Powerful stated that the IPOB members were praying and holding a candlelight service at Emene area of Enugu in Enugu State on Monday night for the remembrance of the people of the Southeast killed during the Civil War when the Nigerian soldier alleged attacked them. He said that globally, Biafrans gathered in various continents on the 29th and 30th of May 2023 to honor their fallen heroes and heroines without harassment, but it was only in Nigeria that our people were attacked, abducted, and killed. Nigerians' combined military team attacked peaceful Biafrans holding a candlelight service and offering prayers for the fallen Biafran heroes and heroines at Emene, Enugu State on the 29th of May 2023. The Biafrans were peaceful and praying when the gathering was invaded by an overzealous Nigerian military. The military shot some of the participants dead and whisked others away, maybe to harvest their organs for sale and racketeering. IPOB added in the statement that we want the Nigerian government and her security agencies to tell us when it has become a crime to remember and honor the dead. We are reminding the new governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, to shine his eyes so that the Nigerian government, through his political enemies, will not turn the peaceful state of Enugu into a theater of crises. If he allows the enemies to use him against IPOB, then we will make Enugu State tough for him to govern. He must ask those comprised security agents to release the abducted Biafrans or take them to court if they have committed a crime. More so, they should release the corpses of those they murdered to the families for burial. We shall no longer tolerate the senseless wasting of our lives as if we are ants. Those who killed by sword shall be killed by the sword. Enugu State Governor Dr. Peter Mba, you must stand up now and never allow yourself to be used against the indigenous people of Biafra. Those who made the IPOB their enemies face the consequences. IPOB is the people, and the people are the IPOB. We remain peaceful and ready to support any responsible governor who openly or covertly shares in our vision and is ready to work for our people, not work for the Sokoto Caliphate and Abuja terrorist government. Well, my people, now don't see as Idehala, the indigenous people of Biafra has cried out that on 29th of May and 30th, when there was observation of commemoration for the fallen heroes, those who fell between the 1967 to 1970. Of course, on the 29th of May was the candle night, where a candle night was held for these fallen heroes, and on 30th was prayers, where prayers was held for the fallen heroes. Of course, this thing was to remember those who passed on during the 1967 to 1970 Civil War. Of course, if you have a parent or a father or a grandfather, a grandmother who was around as of that time, you will hear the first-hand story of what actually happened during that 1967 and 1970. They will also tell you the heroic story of some of the Biafran soldiers, Biafran warlords who fought during that season to make sure that Igbo was secured even up to today. As at that time, according to the history, the food supply of the people was cut off. Nigerian government, cut off the food supply of the people as was advised by the Britain to the then head of state, Gowon, because then Gowon was the head of state and Ojukwu was also the head of state of the eastern Nigeria before he declared the nation of the Republic of Biafra. And it was said that there was no ammunition for the Biafrans, but because the Igbos were very intelligent, those of the professors who are in the chemical engineering and engineering sector in Nigerian University in Soka, they came up with ideas. They come up with interesting ideas on ways to manufacture, weapon. Obunigwe. If you are familiar with this history, you must have heard about Obunigwe bucket. Some call it bucket Ojukwu. Other people call it Obunigwe. And these engineers started manufacturing this Obunigwe and the rest of them. They even manufactured the car by themselves, and there was no fuel. They started making fuel from other products, like I heard that they made fuel from coconut and the rest of them. Even palm oil was converted to fuel and the rest of them. They know how they did all those stuff, to be able to come up with something, because there was no weapon, there was no ammunition. And Biafran, they had their own airport, a secret airport around within Ihala and the rest of them, where their plane will come back in the night and the rest of them. And then the late Chinua Achebe was the envoy to the Biafrans, who was going from nation to nation, soliciting with the other nations to seek for support, to support the Biafrans and the struggle. Of course, that time it was a tough time. If you have read Chinua Achebe's There Was a Country, and also that of Chimamanda Adichie's Half of a Yellow Sun, you'll be able to, even if you were not there during that tough time, you'll be able to grab this story. But if you have parents, who were there during the time this war was fought, they will tell you what happened between Ojukwu, Victor Banjo, and the rest of them. What transpired, even how some people betrayed the struggle, some Igbos, and also those from the family side betrayed the struggle and the rest of them. Many things happened, and even how Gowon's men and the rest of them came into the southeast, conquered. You will be hearing statements like Alsa Batoka. If you are an Igbo person, there are this statement like that, like Alsa Batoka. That was when the Alsa soldiers entered Oka and did many things over there. Of course, if you there are still people who are living up to this day, who can tell you a first-hand story of what transpired between 1967 to 1970. Of course, it is not that far. It's just barely 50 years after that stuff took place. So you can go and verify. Meanwhile, it is not a taboo. It is not an anathema, for the people who lost their loved ones long time ago to decide and say, okay, today we are going to be having a memorial of the people that we once lost, people that we once had by our side, who were our friends, who were our family members, to come back, gather, and in the memory of them. Of course, this thing was held almost all over the world, and I don't know why Nigerians' own should be different. Nigeria should understand that we are in a democratic state. I think even these soldiers, these policemen who are doing these things should also understand the meaning of democracy. I think it's high time Nigeria stop recruiting illiterate into the military, into the force. Because had it been that these people passed through school, understood, what is democracy, understood what life is all about, the meaning of life, they wouldn't be, wasting the life of people anyhow. But because some of them never passed through school, it's just because they have their relatives are outside and the rest of them, they will just carry all of them and put there. The only thing they understand is command, shoot. Oh, that's all. I think it's high time Nigeria will start. Before you become a recruit, at least you must have WAEC, at least, or you must have even a NCE or maybe diploma or BSc. At least by that time, your brain must have had gone through the 4 walls of the university. Then you understand what life is all about. Meanwhile, I'll be drawing down the curtain here. If this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and also subscribe to our channel. Also remember to on your notification button so that whenever we are posting news, you'll be the first to collect it. Thank you for listening. God bless you.